Hello, and thank you for joining me today for this Ranger Minute episode. My name is Ranger Grace Trimble, and I work at Kerr Scott Dam and Reservoir. And for this month, we are focusing on all the different people you might see around our lake working or volunteering. So several of the agencies we have working besides those that you'll see in the core ranger uniforms are our local law enforcement. They do lots of patrols on our parks, at our parks, making sure that everybody stays safe, especially weekends and holidays. Another group you might see out there is North Carolina Wildlife Resource Commission. They will be out patrolling on our lake in their patrol boat as well, making sure everybody is staying safe. But one of the other groups that you'll see around Kerr Scott Lake as well as other lakes in the Wilmington district are volunteers, and they'll be in their red polo t-shirts or vests, and they are kind of making things happen here. They're the ones that keep really our parks going strong, and they do a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So I'm talking a little bit today about our volunteer program here at Kerr Scott. We have a pretty good volunteer program happening right now. During the height of the recreation season, we have over 20 volunteers right now here with us. We will be talking more about our volunteer program at a later episode, more in depth, but I just want to kind of give a little rundown of what kind of volunteers we have here and what kind of jobs they do to keep people safe out there, keep our parks running and safe for everybody to come recreate. So we have some volunteers doing general maintenance. They help pick up trash, they weed and beautify our pollinator habitats and our vegetable gardens. They also help install signs and bridges and do some basic woodworking and all things that rangers ourselves we do as well, but we also may not have time to do, so our volunteers step up and help with that. We also have outreach and interpretation volunteers, and they help me with the educational programs, as well as help stock some of our water safety materials for spreading water safety awareness. We have our visitor center and environmental education center front desk volunteers that answer phones, sell passes, answer questions, give people maps and tell them where to go around our parks. And they're really the face. When somebody comes into our visitor center, that's who they're going to see first, is that front desk volunteer. We have park attendants and campground hosts. They help run our gatehouses at our day use parks and our campgrounds. They work alongside contract gate attendants in some of our campgrounds. Their duties can range from informing volunteers of where to park and pay. They also are checking in campers, checking out campers at their campsites, and making sure campsites are clean and reporting issues to maintenance staff and to the ranger staff. Then we have some trail crew volunteers. We are lucky enough to have the Northwest North Carolina Mountain Bike Alliance come out 3 to 4 times a year, including on National Public Lands Day, to do trail maintenance on our 40 plus miles of biking trails. So they might help patch up sections of the trail that maybe is a low-lying area where water kind of holds on, or they could be removing trees and debris, fixing bridges, all kinds of stuff. Our trails normally need constant maintenance because they get used so much. So we rely on volunteers for that. And then we have those intermittent volunteers. So they're groups like the American Heritage Girls and Clean Up Wilkes, to name a few. They come out as a group a few times a year and maybe do shoreline cleanups or pull weeds in our backyard habitat behind our environmental education center. So they are groups that we rely on to get a lot of work done in a little amount of time, and we're very, very thankful for our volunteers. So if you come to any of our lakes, but I know I can speak on Kerr Scott, if you come to our lake and you see some individuals in red polo shirts, those are going to be our volunteers, and they're out there doing the work right alongside us, and we're very thankful. We hope that you enjoy listening to these Ranger Minutes, and stay tuned for more.